I get payments like this $3,000 payment over here on a weekly basis very consistently. And the reason why I'm sharing this, not to flex, but because it wasn't always like this. In fact, it used to be quite the opposite. I used to make less than $300 a month. In fact, sometimes it would go months and months without me having any dollars in my pocket. And what I want to talk to you about today is why I took so long to finally crack the code and make money online, and what you can do to also do the exact same thing and make money online consistently and predictably without really having to struggle for it. When I got into the make money online space, it was out of big desperation. I was at my lowest point ever. It was back in 2022. Now, although it was during my lowest point ever, my life wasn't always like this. And I'll be quite honest with you. I will be very honest. Most of my life, for half of my life, I lived a very decent life. I had food on the table. I would go out with friends and party with friends. I had things handed to me on a golden plate. Although, yeah, sure, my family wasn't stable, but we were financially okay for me to live a very nice life. I did everything I want in Dubai, and I would get the money that I wanted. I would buy what I wanted, and I never really worried about it. Like, I even went to private school. However, all of that took a big hit in 2022 when we lost everything. When I mean everything, I mean we started rock bottom to the point that we would take the coins we had at our house just to get water and just to really get by. And when we hit rock bottom, although I would love to share the entire story about that with you, I would have to first get confirmation and approval from my father's lawyer, or else I'll be in trouble. However, until that happens, let me just give you a long story short. And when that happened, when we hit rock bottom, I had to move in back with my mother and try and figure out what I'm gonna do. Now, bear in mind, since we've lost everything, I now don't have a degree to go to college. I don't really have anything on me. I don't have money. All I had was $100 that I got from selling my TV. And what could you do with $100? Absolutely nothing. I can't really do anything. I cannot flip it to something. I cannot start an e-commerce brand. I cannot start a drop shipping store. And I couldn't really get a job. So my options were very limited. And during my moment of desperation, during my struggle, I went through a phase where I was constantly going through panic attacks and I was constantly going through anxiety. And the more I tried to act on making money, the more I tried to work, and the more I tried to figure stuff out, the more things got worse for me. So eventually, I went down a path of just looking for solutions online. Since YouTube is the best place for someone to go to find solutions, I ended up across a video by a guy. His name is Iman Gaji. You should know him by now. And I stumbled upon one of his videos, and this was the moment where I knew exactly what I needed to do to make money online. At least that's what I thought. So what I did was I watched his video, and then I went on a deep dive of trying to start an agency. I mean, I only have $100, and since I don't really have money, the only business that I could start to make money online is a service-based business. So I created a LinkedIn account, I created my accounts on Instagram, on Facebook and whatnot, and I was doing outreach, I was setting up my offer, my niche, I was learning the skills that I needed to learn, like appointment setting and marketing and service delivery. I was learning all of that. And I went for so long trying to acquire a client from my agency, which didn't bring me the results that I was looking for. Eventually, I signed my first ever client, but since I didn't really know what I was doing, I got just by giving the client the ROI that he was looking for. But then I shut down my agency because I knew I couldn't handle this. I hated the agency. I did not like it. I did not want to continue with it. I was back at rock bottom. Yeah, sure, now I had some money saved up, but it wasn't enough money for me to go and start a legitimate business, like something that could make me tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, most of the money that I made from the agency, I almost lost again. And keep in mind, I'm doing all of this while going with fights with my mother on a daily basis about my future, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. At that point, my connection with my father, communication, was completely cut off. I didn't speak to my father for almost 2 years. 2 years, bear in mind. 2 years, he was completely out of the picture. We're talking not even highs or good, like how are you or how things are going, nothing. And that pressure built up that I'm getting older and I still don't have a solid plan. For my mom, this was a big risky move, and we didn't know what I was gonna do because we didn't even have money for me to go back to school and finish school. So eventually, I decided to cut off all the agency stuff and all the online business stuff and work on myself first, and then I could go out and figure things out because I knew the moment I keep trying to make money without having this figured out, it's no bueno. It's not gonna help in any way. So I went on a deep dive for just trying to work on myself mentally and spiritually. That was the turning point of my life because then I realized when I finally started to heal myself and work on myself and get my shit together, now I can actually start a business around my own personal conflicts. Now, what I've learned from many people and many the books that I've read is that most of the really successful businesses that actually do succeed online are the ones that are created out of conflict. And my conflict was, one, I didn't know what I was going to do about my future. Two, I was super anxious. Three, my mental state was at all time worse. It was very unstable, very disgusting to say. I would literally be at like a family gathering and I'm not there. I'm not there. I just don't exist. It's like I'm there as a person, but mentally it's just I'm focused somewhere else. And that's not what you should do if you're trying to make money online. When you get into the industry of making money online, you have to be mentally ready for it. You have to be mentally prepared. You have to be mentally in it. And when I mean in it, I don't mean in it like super hustling and grinding. I mean, no, at stillness. You're making moves really at peace when you're in peace. Making moves out of stillness, making moves out of pure clarity. That wasn't me when I tried to make money online. And when I finally worked on myself and I found the mental results that I was looking for and I saw that my mental being was improving, I knew that I had something to sell now. Because now I'm not selling marketing services to businesses. Now I could sell stuff out of my own personal conflicts. And if you take a look at what people are selling online, you will realize that they are selling stuff based on the conflicts that they had. Not based on gimmicks or, any other thing really. They're based on conflicts that they were able to solve. And that was my sort of light bulb went on, so to speak. So what I did was I decided to get into the business of selling advice to people based on what I went through. And that was the turning point. If you go back to a video called My Step-by-Step Plan to Make Money Online, this was the day I decided that I'm going to be running a business based on my personal conflicts. And I kid you not, 30 days after posting that video, I hit my first ever $10,000 month. You may say that I was lucky. You may say that, he faked it. In fact, no, I showed results when I was doing it. So you can go back to the videos and see the results unfolding before your eyes. The reason why it worked so well, because one, I was selling something that resonated with me. Two, I sold something that I already knew about. And three, I was helping people that I resonate with. And that's the whole idea when you make money online. It's not about learning new stuff. It's not about trying to see what trends are going on and you can copy paste what's working. It's about you selling to someone like you. With my personal conflict, when I overcome my conflicts, I took that solution, I took that transformation and I sold it to other people for a price point of $2,500. And people paid for it. You know why people paid for it? Because they knew exactly what I was talking about. I wasn't just, lying to people. I literally told them the solutions and they trusted me to the point that they decided to work with me immediately. I know somebody who literally reads books and sells transformations based on the books that he read. So hypothetically speaking, I read this book called Reality Transurfing. Now, realistically speaking, I could take what I learned from this book and sell it to other people. I love the manifestation world. I love the spiritual world. And that book has impacted my life in so many ways. It has impacted my personal life and my business life. So realistically speaking, I could take what I learned from that book and I could create a program around it and sell it to people. So you could literally read books around a specific topic that you're interested in. And as long as that information that you're feeding yourself is helping you and getting you results, you can take the results that you got and sell it in a form of transformation to other people. And that's the entire idea of this business, is by taking your conflicts that you found solutions for and selling it to people in the form of advice. You could easily get caught up in the world of continuously scrolling, trying to look for a solution, but the solution already exists. You don't need to watch more videos. In fact, you can just watch this video and already act on it. You don't need to watch anything else. Work on yourself, then go and help other people work on themselves. And then you, as the person who's giving them the solution, you get a cut in the middle. So figure out your own personal conflicts and figure out your transformations and the solutions that you use in your own life. And then start to create videos around those conflicts that you were able to overcome and those problems that you were able to overcome, and attract a viewer base who resonates with what you have to offer. So eventually they pay you money to work directly with you. That's the entirety of the business model. You don't really need to start an agency. You don't need to start anything else. You just need to work on yourself and help other people work on themselves. And they get results, you get paid. And the more people get results, the more referrals you get. So you really just have a machine of just making money online. You're just gushing in money on a consistent basis. And it's actually very simple. You're just making it hard on yourself because you think that to make money online, it's hard. It's a hard process. It's not true at all. In fact, it's very simple. As long as you're continuously working on yourself, you will make money, because you will make money by helping other people also continually improve themselves. And if you really need help doing all of this, you can watch my previous videos. I break it step by step, breakdown on how you can do that, turn your conflicts into a profitable business so you can make money online, or you could work directly with me. You can check my testimonials in the description, and let's see if I'm a good fit to help you. And in fact, I do believe I could help you because, again, this business model, this way of making money online works for everybody.